But I just want to go on record like I did when this whole thing started. I said, the tariffs are coming, the tariffs are coming, and they came. All right, my next message is fasten your seatbelt. Kuzma or USMCA, whatever you want to call it, he's coming at us hard. He's going to come at us with everything he has, and we have to make sure we're ready. But we've got to move quicker, and folks, be ready. This is coming. In my personal opinion, I don't even think he's waiting until 2026. At any given time, President Trump, not that he even follows the rules, could pull the carpet out from under us on Kuzma tomorrow with just one signature. So let's be prepared. I think it'll be coming in November, in my opinion. But let's start getting ready, and we're doing it. No, he didn't say that he was going to be speaking to President Trump, but I'm sure he will over the next few days. We also mentioned that no deal is better than a bad deal. We don't want to get sucked in. It happens. I'm praying that everything is going to go fine. But if it doesn't, I've got to ask the people. Do you trust President Trump? I don't. Are you still asking the federal government to increase the counter tariffs to 50% on steel and aluminum? And is that what you're going to be discussing this afternoon in the meeting? Okay, so let me be very clear. I'm 100% supportive of the Prime Minister and the federal government. And when you sit around the family dinner table, you discuss all sorts of ideas, and that's what we're going to do. Just in the last 3 months, we've seen the U.S. auto industry face $6.2 billion in tariff-related costs, with most companies projecting significantly higher costs for the year. We're looking at 37,000 manufacturing jobs lost in the U.S., and factory employment is at its lowest in 5 years, which is not a good thing. And you see what happens with President Trump. Someone gives him the wrong job numbers, or even accurate job numbers, they get fired. President Trump has to realize this is costing companies billions. Procter & Gamble lost $1 billion. Look at Mattel. Look at the Ford Motor Company and all the other auto companies. He said it would create economic growth. He said it would create jobs. I went out there at the same time and said it would be a disaster. A tariff on Canada is a tax on Americans. So far, that's exactly what has happened. It's hurting American companies. They need to shift and start working collaboratively with us. Look at the AMCAN fortress. Put a ring around America and Canada, two of the strongest nations in the world. We could thrive and prosper. But he'd rather fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight our closest allies and friends. And to be very frank, neither do the governors, the senators, or the members of Congress. They don't want to fight with our closest ally. Today, a political bombshell was dropped. Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario, didn't just raise alarms. He went all in. He called out Donald Trump, questioned the stability of the USMCA, and sent a message to every Canadian business leader. Buckle up. In a fiery press conference, Doug Ford said what many have been whispering behind closed doors. Trump can't be trusted. After a crushing 35% tariff imposed by President Trump on Canadian goods starting August 1st, Ford didn't mince words. His warning, fasten your seatbelt. Trump could cancel the USMCA with one signature, maybe even by November. This isn't paranoia. This is preparation. Ford is sounding the alarm, not just for Ontario, but for the entire Canadian economy. His point is clear. Uncertainty is poison for business. And right now, Canada is staring down the barrel of that uncertainty. This wasn't some vague diplomatic comment. Ford directly questioned whether Trump should be trusted, openly asking, "Do you trust President Trump?" I don't. And he's not wrong to ask. Ford reminded us that American manufacturing has already taken a beating under these tariffs. 37,000 jobs gone, billions lost. Procter & Gamble alone took $1 billion hit. Trump said tariffs would create jobs. Ford said they'd be a disaster. And today, Ford's prediction is proving to be true. This was today's important update. We want to make it absolutely clear that our videos never include any kind of misinformation. Canadian Nexus is dedicated to bringing you verified and trustworthy news from across Canada, from politics to society and everything in between. If you value truth and facts, you're in the right place. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Canadian Nexus channel. Thank you.